Bobcats are back on the ice after first game after Hockey Day in Canada.
Yeah, you know what? They had a lot of time for some much-needed R&R after a span that saw them play 6 games in just 9 days. We got a full week off. Tonight, they are back in action against the top team in Canada. The powerhouse Spruce Grove Saints are in town tonight for the 5th of 6 meetings between the two clubs. The Cats are 0-4 against the Grove so far this season and were shellacked 7-1 the last time they faced the Saints. The Bobcats spent the long layoff studying film off the ice and working on special teams on the ice. Gary Van Herway says while the power play has been hot since Christmas, the penalty killing unit needed a little extra work.
Just a lot of different issues, neutral zone, defensive zone. Spruce really controlled us in both those areas the last time they played us here, so we certainly wanted to get better there as well.
Trying to maybe take what Spruce Grove, how they capitalized on us in previous games, take that and try and fix things from previous games, and hopefully we'll be ready to play.
The players are still riding the high from their big win on Hockey Day in Canada last weekend and are hoping the lessons learned from past games against Spruce Grove will help them better handle the Saints.
After our last game, I think it was one of the best games we played as a team, so I think there's no better way to take on the #1 team in Canada than from such a great previous game.
Tonight's game is a 7:30 start. The roller coaster ride of 2014 continues for the Bonneville Pontiacs. The Yaks opened the new year with a pair of wins, then a loss to game, then they won a game and are now in the midst of a 4-game slide after a shootout loss to Fort Mac last night. Chase Thudium scored the only goal of the bonus round to clinch a 4-3 win for the Oil Barons. Bonneville was leading 3-1 after 20 minutes, but the Barons scored a pair in the second to tie it. The Yaks have to feel like they let one slip away after carrying the play for most of the night. The shots were 57-24, including 4-0 in overtime, but Oil Barons goalie Nick Kulmanovsky stood on his head.
It's difficult to dissect a 57-shot performance by us and only score 3 goals. We felt that their goaltender, who was our best goaltender in our league last year, was their best player on the ice.
The Yaks won't have long to dwell on the loss. They are right back at it tonight against Grand Prairie for their military appreciation game.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of hype all week. We've had a lot of family coming in, a lot of extra activities and stuff. We even went out to their military base, checked that out. So yeah, it should be an exciting night.
The game gets underway at 7. Staying with hockey, the Bandits play the second half of a back-to-back tonight in St. Paul. Lloydminster will look to rebound from a 3-1 loss in Vermilion last night. Chris Romanchuk has been stellar of late. The Bandits captain is riding a 9-game point-scoring streak into this one and has collected 8 goals and 8 assists over that span. Puck drop between the Bandits and Canadiens is 7:30. And a quick college note, the Lakeland Rustlers basketball teams are back on the hard court tonight with games against the Kings Eagles. The ladies go at 6 and the men go at 8 over at Lakeland Gym. The volleyball squads are on the road in Olds for games against the Broncos.